Hi, this is Anand Ivan. So in this video I want to talk about the principle less is more of Mies van der Rohe. So I'm starting a series of videos about the master of Neobrutalism, the fathers of Neobrutalism, because Neobrutalism is connected to a culture, is connected to references, and we are children of certain fathers, certain masters that teach lessons of architecture, design, of thinking, of philosophy, and so on. So today I want to talk about less is more. Less is more is the main principle of Neobrutalism. And this quote, this famous quote, is from the architect Ludwig Mies van der Rohe. It was one of the founder of Bauhaus and a very great architect, one of the greatest, and personally it is one of my favorite architects, because his vision of architecture, his works, his philosophy, and the perfection of his work is incredible. You can find great buildings as the Seagram building in New York City, the Kunsthalle in Berlin. I thought about MIT in Chicago, and so great building, the Farnsworth House close to Chicago. And you have just need to Google Mies van der Rohe if you don't know it, but you absolutely have to know Mies van der Rohe if you want to be part of the Neobrutalism movement. So less is more, what does it mean? For a lot of people, less is more is only less. They don't understand it clearly. They just understand less. This is not a question of you have to do minimal things. You have to do less. And minimalism is not poor, not something poor, it's something rich. So I want to explain you clearly what does it mean. There are 4 points. So there are 4 points. The first point is awareness. Awareness. You are aware that you don't need too much things. You don't need pollution. You don't need all these things that can destroy your art. And by art, I mean photography, architecture, fashion, and even philosophy. Too much things will kill your art. So you don't need too much things, and you are aware of this idea. You are aware of minimalism. You are aware of less is more. You are aware that you need the minimum. You need only the essential things. So, and the second point is eliminate the unnecessary. So because you are aware that you don't need so much things to create a great result, to get a better quality, or to get a more interesting result, you have to eliminate, and you will eliminate the unnecessary. There are things that are not necessary, that can pollute your image or your work, your architecture, and all the things. You have to eliminate this. And Mies van der Rohe was a master in this work. He knows that that thing is essential and that thing is not, so you have to eliminate. When you take a picture, you have to make the right decision, and you have to conserve only the essential things. And a lot of people I see they keep too much things, and their image are too busy, usually too busy. So you have to eliminate the unnecessary, and you have to keep only the main idea. This is a choice, this is a decision, and you have to keep only the best. And this is a very important decision, like in life. You got so many things, but you only have to keep the most important thing for you. and most of the time we want to keep them because one day we want to use them for another reason. And my philosophy is you have to throw, you have to destroy, you have to eliminate the unnecessary. So the third point, and because you eliminate the unnecessary, you create richness. And the third point is richness. So minimalism is richness. This is a richness maybe not seen outside, but clearly inside. And the old traditions, like in Japan, you know, it reminds me the tea houses, the Japanese houses. They realize at this period of time that we have to keep the essential things. They were already minimalists, because minimalism is not, you know, a new idea. This is an idea that we can find in history, and for example in architecture. One architect that I really like is Alberti. This is an Italian architect, and he was a master of the Renaissance period. And he already have a minimalist mindset. And if you see his buildings, and especially his churches, you will find a great sense of minimalism. And he wrote a book, and in this book he wrote something about the principle of economy, and this is the fourth point. Economy, because when you are minimalist, when you think less is more, you will make some economy, you know, economy of materials, economy of thinking. And if you see my logos, you know, I already try to make minimalist logo. For example, the Neobrutalism logo is this is 4 lines, you know, 4 lines. It's very easy. I made this logo in only 1 minute, so it's very fast. You know, I don't have to get a graphic designer and all the things. This is just a thinking, you know. I just think to have the best result, you know, the more impressive result, the more neobrutalist result. And I was thinking minimalist. I was thinking less is more. And maybe if you want, I will explain you the meaning of this logo. But just notice that this is a 44, you know, 44. So just remember, think neobrutalist, think minimalist, think less is more. And if you have any questions, just ask me your questions by commenting this video or by joining my group Neobrutalism Society on Facebook. And remember, in the future, we trust.